Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video I am showing you how to create this eye makeup look using the new Makeup Revolution Reloaded Eye Palette, and this one is in the shade Iconic Fever. Now these new Reloaded palettes are obviously just as amazing quality as all of their other eyeshadow palettes. They just have the most gorgeous shade range ever. So yeah, this is the one that I've used today to create this look. So if you'd like to see how to get this makeup look, then just keep watching. So to start off this makeup look, I'm just going to take this shade here, which is kind of like a really good transitional shade, and I'm just taking that on a very fluffy brush and just applying that into the crease. I always tend to absolutely love Makeup Revolution eyeshadows, and I'm not going to lie, these ones feel like exactly the same in quality, like they're blending very nicely. See, look how nice that is, just applying that little bit in the crease. You could honestly just leave it like that if you wanted to, but obviously I'm going to go full glam for this look. So next I'm just taking a little bit of this shade here, which is the one next to it. It's very similar, although it is just slightly darker than that previous shade. So I'm just concentrating this more in the crease rather than kind of blending it out. And because I want this to be a halo eye, I'm also taking both of those two shades on a slightly smaller brush and just applying that to the inner corner of the eye, and then applying a bit of that darker shade on the outer corner as well, just to intensify that so that it all kind of blends seamlessly together. So next I'm just taking a bit of the middle shade here, and I'm just going to be applying this to the inner and the outer corner, and then slowly running it through the crease just to kind of intensify the shades that I've put down now. So just on the outer corner part here, just on a small brush, just to kind of build up the colour that we've already got down. And then I'll blend it out in a minute. And then also taking it on the inner corner as well. And then next I'm taking a tapered fluffy brush and taking that shade and just running it through the crease to kind of join those two bits together. I'm not blending this shade out that much though, because I don't want this to get any more, any darker than it is now. So because this is a halo eye, I am going to put a shimmery shade on the kind of centre of the eyelid. Now in this palette there isn't really one light enough that I would like to use, but I think I am just going to go in with this one here, and hopefully it's as pigmented as it looks in the palette. So I'm just taking a slightly damp brush and then just pressing that onto the centre of the eyelid. I'm also not blending it too far out, I'm keeping it pretty central on the eyelid. And then next I'm just taking that very small brush just to blend those two shades together, just so that there isn't any kind of sparse areas on the eyelid where no eyeshadow is covering. So next I'm just taking the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm just going to be dipping my brush into that and just kind of putting a little bit of that onto the inner part of the place where I've put the last shimmery shade, just to kind of lighten it a little bit, because it is looking a little bit dark at the minute. So now I'm just going to pop on a little bit of mascara and some eyelashes, and then I will finish off the lower lash line. So I have just popped on some eyelashes. I absolutely love these ones. They are from an Ardell Christmas set, which isn't available anymore, but they're just one of the faux mink pairs of lashes, which are absolutely gorgeous and such nice quality as well. So now I'm going to do the bottom lash line. I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm literally just going to do the same as I did to the top lash line. So apply a little bit of this shade to the outer and the inner corner, and then a tiny weeny bit of this shade here, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of the shimmery shade just on the inner part, just to kind of replicate what is on the top. So yeah, let's go ahead and apply this first transition shade. I am absolutely loving how this makeup look turned out. I don't often do halo eyes, but when I do, I always really like how they look. And I also tried to go for a pair of lashes which were quite round, so that they kind of complemented the spotlight in the middle of the eyelid. So just applying that on the outer, and then a little bit on the inner corner, being careful not to get it in your actual eye. And then next I'm going in with an even more tapered brush, and I'm taking that darker shade, that darker reddy shade, and just applying a little bit of that really close to the lash line, and again the same on the inner corner. And then finally just taking that shimmery shade and applying that to the centre of the lower lash line. Then I'm just going to go in with some mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes Mascara. And then finally for lips, I'm going in with the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Ludwig. I'm hoping this is going to be the right sort of nude shade. If not, I might have to change to a different one. And this is the final look. I absolutely love this makeup look. I absolutely love the eyes. I think they are so pretty, and I feel like this lip is a little bit too purple, but I still feel like it really complements the eyeshadow. So yeah, if you would like me to do another look using the Makeup Revolution palette, then please do let me know down below, and I shall film some for you guys, because I definitely feel like it's a very versatile palette, and I feel like you can definitely create more than one look with it. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please go and give it a massive thumbs up, and go and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye!